Welcome to a podcast from beneath. On this episode, we'll be discussing 1986's Terror Vision. Billy, you picked this movie here. Why don't you go ahead and start us off here and give us your thoughts on it.
Well, I bought this movie. I think it was at FYE. Came in like double collection. I think it was like Terror Vision and The Video Dead, I believe. So I watched them both. I thought Terror Vision was like a fun, just a goofy, entertaining movie. Video Dead, not so much, but I really liked Terror Vision. I thought the special effects, I thought it was really well done. Like I said, it was just goofy and it was entertaining. Like I wasn't bored throughout the whole thing. And I really dig how the creation of the monster and how he absorbed the people who he ate. Stars one of my favorite actresses from the 80s who starred in Better Off Dead, and I can't remember the other movie she was in. I think her name was like Diane Franklin. I used to have a huge crush on her when I was younger.
Yeah, I will also, when she was in Better Off Dead,
Yeah.
huge crush on her, and she was also in Bill and Ted's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Bill and Ted. A huge crush on her. And it has Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite and Monster Squad.
Yes. And it also has two actors that are connected to our movie from last week, Chopping Mall.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, the mom in this movie was the woman from the beginning that was kind of sitting in the audience. And then the dad from this movie played the second, I guess, monitor guy that came in to monitor the robots that got killed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I recognize his stupid face.
So, Eric, what'd you think about this movie?
I hated it. It's just stupid. Like it. It was boring and just like I was always 2 steps ahead, and this movie is pointless. I just didn't. It's not good. It's not even like ironically good.
What do you think of the special effects, though?
I feel like they made one monster, and then they like, oh shit, now we have to move this around.
The special effects was done by John. I think his name is Belcher, or something like that. I've met him before, but he directed one of the Friday 13th, and I guess he's done special effects on a bunch of other movies.
Yeah,
I thought the special effects were pretty good though.
I guess.
Like when they were like when it would kill the people and then absorb them. I really liked it. But like, oh my God, the swingers. That girl's voice was annoying.
Oh yeah, the one that
The blonde was
that they
her
brought back home.
The swingers.
Yeah, and then so basically what the movie's about is I guess when it starts off, it takes place on another planet. I don't remember what it was called. It was kind of like
Pluton.
Pluton or something, yeah. And one of the buildings there was actually the Starship Enterprise, like turned upside down with the engines removed from it.
No, really?
Yeah, and so we just see like a creature. You don't really know what's going on with it. Somebody's feeding it, and then it's in some kind of chamber.
And he watches people through the TV. Something happens.
Well, no, he actually, whoever that person there is that's feeding it, does something to it. It gets zapped and sent out into space, and now is some kind of signal which bounces off of other planets, pinball style.
Pluthar was his name, I think.
And then heads to what we would assume be Earth is where it's heading to.
Yeah. The whole time, like where he's like eating the people in the family, he's just like trying to talk through the He's like repeating himself. This monster has appetite. He said, well, then fucking do something about it.
Yeah, so this so when you get to the family, the mom's doing aerobics and the dad is hooking up their new satellite system.
That's a huge satellite. The do-it-yourself 100.
Yeah. And of course, the salesman's there. Can't help him with it because it's a do-it-yourself kit. So
only do
legally can't help him.
That's the best bit of bureaucracy I've ever seen.
Yeah, and
I guess they were. You think they were sponsored by Heineken? Saw a lot of Heineken.
They may have been, but the movie. I mean, 1986. It had that 80s look to it, but it also had a 50s TV show, 50s sci-fi feel to it. Also,
the
dad was wearing the dad was wearing the like kind of like a shirt with the ascot. Just reminded me of like a 50s.
Ascot, that's funny.
Yeah, but I guess the signal I guess that creature gets the signal eventually comes down and hits the satellite.
Wasn't it because like he was banging it with a hammer, wasn't it? Fucked it up.
I
think it was already on its way.
Him and the grandpa were fighting with it. They were trying.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was. I don't know if that signal was just coming this way anyways, or if hitting with a hammer caused the call to get that. I'm not sure.
It was more like serendipity or coincidence. He just hit it with a hammer, and just so happened it zapped into a system.
Yeah, like they see it coming from space, and they're just like they just stand there and stare at it, like this is a normal satellite signal.
This is the '80s, stuff like this happens.
You get every channel that you want. You get the Alien channel, the War channel, the Fuck channel. It's all there, kids.
I was gonna say,
it's channel 69.
Yeah, in all these movies, the state-of-the-art satellite systems gets wrestling and public domain movies is what you can get on these.
Was their remotes actually that big back in the day or something? Because that was a huge goddamn remote.
No, I think that was... If it's bigger, it's better type of thing.
That reminded me of didn't like the Nintendo have something like that? Like had like a joystick.
Yeah, they had an arcade pad. I can't remember exactly what it was called.
That's what it reminded me of. And the fucking grandpa.
What killed me about is he knocks on the door but I think he lived there. So why would he knock on the door and we have to be invited in?
Because he's stupid. He's old.
Maybe he was a vampire the whole time. He just needs to be invited in.
But I guess he ate lizard tail jerky. Yeah.
Yeah, he was making got his grandson into becoming an army dude. He's like. And then you finally get to see his bunker, and he's got all this weapons and just a crazy nut.
It takes a while, but you realize that kid was totally playing around with live firearms and explosives.
Yeah. It's normal. It's normal for that time in the 80s.
Yeah. So the what is that? What's that noise?
What?
I keep getting like somebody banging on their mic noise.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, okay. I hit something. It might have been me. My bad.
Yeah, the parents are swingers, and they're wanting to. Well, first of all, we get the. This is when the boyfriend shows up, right? OD.
OD.
Yeah.
I thought he was a punk dude. He's yeah, I like metal. He's wearing a Wasp shirt.
Yeah, well, they actually show a Wasp video whenever they're flipping through the channels.
I guess Wasp did the soundtrack or something.
I don't think so. I think they just stuck it in there.
No, man. As soon as the stupid theme music started, I just got immediately pissed off and disinterested. I was like, crap.
It reminded me a B-52, something the B-52s would have done.
Yeah, but I thought this OD guy, I thought the guy that played that character, I could have swore he was in Critters.
That's Uncle Rico. It's Uncle Rico, and he also played the werewolf on Monster Squad.
Maybe the monster. Maybe that's where I remember from. But he kind of looked like the same guy from Critters, also.
I'm not sure if he's in Critters or not. So like they get introduced to the parents, or he gets introduced to the parents, and like the mother kind of like flirts with him a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because they're swingers.
Yeah, and
they're open about it too. Like they don't even like hide it.
No. Open about it. There's straight up porn on the fucking walls. This is
yeah.
And they got some little kid running around. He's like 8 years old, fucking 1,000 titties everywhere.
Well, that's just art though. That's not really
guns and titties.
Yeah, no kidding.
I grew up on guns and titties.
That sounds like a fucking right-wing magazine.
Yeah, guns and titties.
But they also set up another. I guess when they're flipping to the channels, they stop on Medusa, which is like an Elvira type show.
The fucking cheap rip off of Elvira. And like they were zooming onto her boobs, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No thanks.
Satire, guys. Whoa, what is that sound?
I was gonna say there's that noise again.
You still hear it?
No, not now.
Okay.
It kind of sounds like somebody's typing really hard on their computer.
Yeah.
Or clicking.
It could have been me on accident. I don't know. You'll never know.
Edit.
Yeah. So the first time we see the monster is whenever the kid and the grandpa are asleep on the couch.
Well, first they flip to the channel and they see like the eye looking or something.
Yeah, and they think it
disappears, and then they watch some other thing and they end up falling asleep. It ends up coming through the TV, like going underneath the covers.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because it like goes.
Yeah, to the kid, I was like, "What is it doing to that child?"
Yeah, because it's all covered up with the blanket.
Yeah,
you can't tell what's going on.
And then he sees its eye, and they all freak out, and then it disappears, and it's like the grandpa's like, "I think it was a burglar or burglar."
Yeah. Burglar.
Like, burglar. I think it was a burglar. It's like, if you thought that was a burglar, then you need glasses, old man. And about this time, they go into his freaking bunker.
His bomb shelter, yeah.
Bomb shelter. Gets all kinds of weapons. And then they go out trying to look for the whatever it was. And that's when the old TV or satellite repairman comes to repair the satellite. And they end up pulling a gun on him because they thought that he was the intruder. And they found that he wasn't. He just come here to fix the satellite. And then the monster ends up eating the TV repairman. You remember his name? Norton.
Oh yeah, Norton.
Yeah.
The antivirus.
Yeah. He ends up getting eaten first.
So again, that could have been a throwback to like the Honeymooners, show.
Straight to the moon.
Yeah.
Straight to the moon. So the next person, and then it eats Norton. And I have to remember what happens next.
I think the TV starts going crazy again, and because I know the kid and the old guy or the grandpa were just like in the living room.
Oh yeah.
And they kind of weren't paying attention because I think that something's still in the house.
So yeah, the thing, it reappears again. Do they shoot at it? I can't remember.
They shoot at it for this whole fucking movie.
Yeah, it does nothing. Yeah, so I think they shoot at it and like Grandpa scream. No, the boy. No, they end up splitting up. He said, "I'll check here. I'll check in the TV room. You stay here." And then he goes in there, and that's when the monster appears, and that's when he like turns Grandpa's body into mush.
Yeah, it's the first time we see the monster like full view, and Out of nowhere comes Pizza the Hut.
Yeah.
It turns Grandpa into mush, and then he ends up slurping it up with his like weird tongue, I guess, or whatever that is.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It just grabs him with like a
Grabs him by the
handy
head.
grabber.
like one of those handy grabber things. Just grabs him by the head
That's what I'm talking about. Wow.
and turns him into green jelly.
Yeah, and ends up slurping it up. And then oh yeah, he hears Grandpa screams. The boy comes in there, and he sees like just this mush. And he's like, Grandpa's dead. And then he ends up calling the cop. He dials 911, and then cop's like, hey, you know what? You could be in a lot of big trouble, Sherman, for calling. So I got better stuff to do, like real criminals.
Man, like Sherman had some shit people skills though. He was like,
Yeah.
the monster, He's like,
TV, Grandpa.
yeah. He's like, we're like, use your words, Sherman, please.
He ends up hanging up, and then that's when, not too long after that's when the parents arrive. They have Spyro and Sherry.
Oh yeah. I totally thought they were done swinging like after an hour. Like it was just over with. It was so quick.
All four come in the house, and then Sherman comes freaking out. Grandpa's dead, blah blah blah, and the mother freaks out.
With a loaded rifle.
Yeah, she's like, oh, he's what'd she say? Like,
I'll take your pill, kid, or whatever.
Yeah, you want me to put you on your pills or something like that? Do I need to call the doctor? It's okay. I think he's sleepwalking. Wake up, Sherman. Wake up. He's like, I'm not asleep. Grandpa's dead.
And then he murdered his family.
Yeah. And then that was. No, and then she's like, how about y'all go get comfortable? I'll put Sherman in the bed. And then she ends up locking Sherman into the. Oh, no, wait. They go to the vault, and the monster ends up transporting into the bunker or whatever.
Yeah, and like now it's able to replicate, yeah, Grandpa's head. Like just the head. I don't know why I can't do the whole body, but
just take care of business.
Yeah, and it's
that's
like
the grossest fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he just straight up jacked off everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
Taking care of business, wink wink, nudge nudge.
Yeah,
there's a kid there.
Yeah, she's like, she shoves him in there and then locks the door. Like, what an awesome mother. And then, like, she comes back to the
little soiree.
Yeah, then they end up all going to, like, the pool.
The hot tub.
Yeah, the hot tub. And then Spyro, the mother, ends up going to make drinks. And the mother finds out that Spyro's only into the father. He's like, I'm Greek. I like Greek culture. She's like, of course you're Greek. He's like, no. I'm only into your husband. He's a man.
He's got a giant remote control, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right. He's Greek. And then Cherry and the father, Cherry ends up going to the hot tub. She like has some kind of like bikini or swimsuit or whatever, and like jumps in the pool real hot. Father ends up leaving. They get changed, and then that's when the monster eats Cherry.
See, it doesn't even show it eat her. No. It just
yeah, when the father comes back, or no, when
Spyro comes back, and like now the water's all foggy.
Yeah, he goes in there.
You just see her head at one end of the hot tub.
That's when you know they asked her to do a nude scene. She's like, it wasn't in my contract.
Yeah, she's like, no. He goes in there. He's like, what is this, algae?
Well, don't forget he gets stripped down to the Speedo.
Oh, yeah, he gets Speedo. He's like, oh, you're so beautiful. He's like, what is this, algae, or is this, what else did he call it?
Sex lubricant.
Yeah, sex lubricant. How about the quickie before they come back? He ends up getting close and close. I guess the thing like bites his dick off or something. He's like, oh!
See, that's what I thought they were gonna find. Like when they come back and find the pool, it's all gross and whatnot. It's like, oh, looks like somebody got sick from the drink. Diarrhea everywhere.
Right.
But then they're like, hey, what's that? I totally thought it was gonna be a wiener.
It doesn't make sense, like that part. You know how like you're in the pool and it didn't seem like it's that deep, and that monster's pretty huge. So you'd think it wouldn't be able to like go fully underwater.
Well, I mean, because that problem comes up again later too. So
Yeah.
Well, that's the complaint. This thing zapped through space into a TV. I don't know if it can fit it in a pool, guys.
Yeah. I don't know. So he ends up like coming out of the water and eating the mother and father.
hmm And as it's happening, the kid starts calling Medusa.
yeah, but see that. I don't know. Go ahead, because this movie was just. I mean, it's got so many problems. It's like.
I mean, I like it. I know it has a lot of problems, but
The problem is it's an hour and a half fucking long.
he meets the parents, and then he calls Medusa, right? Or is it? No, it's before, right? Okay, he calls Medusa. Oh yeah, he calls Medusa, and she doesn't believe him, and then she tells him like while she's on air, she's like, "Come a little closer, Sir Sherman." He gets close to the TV, and she ends up scaring him.
What a bitch.
Yeah, and then like he ends up getting like, was it C4 or something? Ends up putting it on the door, and it's like, come on, he would kill everybody.
No, he'd kill himself. He's just like this enclosed room.
Yeah. They ends up blowing the door, and then that's when his sister and OD comes.
I can remember his name. It's just 2 letters.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
He's pointing a gun at him and stuff, and they're like, "Whoa! Don't shoot, little dude! What are you doing up?"
Only reason I can remember because he's totally Auto Man from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
He's like, "You need to take your pill." He's like, "Oh, what color are your pills?"
He called him a little pill dude.
Yeah, little pill dude. So like the sisters were kind of like freaking out. And I like gonna put him to bed, and she ends up going to the parents' bedroom, and that's when the monster ends up like replicating everybody, and she ends up seeing them, and like they're all slimy, like just doing our thing. You do your thing. You guys better go to bed. I said, "Where's Grandpa?" "I'm just taking care of business, honey." He pops out of nowhere.
No.
And then they
And
shut
see, and this is just the same problem with the hot tub is. I mean, you've got all 4 of their heads there.
Yeah.
And then what's underneath the blanket? I mean, it's just like, it looks like maybe just tentacles there. So, like, whenever it replicates someone's head, where does the rest of it go?
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? So after they leave the parents' room, she's like, "Barf City." And then the monster ends up appearing. And it's chasing after them. And it almost kills OD. And then he like covers his face, and then like the monster recognizes his glove. That reminds him of his owner, I guess.
Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I think that's the only reason for the beginning part of the movie is where they show this monster's owner feeding it, because you can see it's wearing like a glove with like spikes on it, or metal studs.
Yeah. And so it ends up like chilling out, and then they're like all cool with it. Oh, you just
Oh yeah, trying to teach it English and stuff, and feeding it frozen pieces and whatnot.
Yeah, trying to like feed it, and then like trying to listen to music. It hates metal apparently. It doesn't like human food, and then you try to like say our name, O.D. Susie Sherman.
I think that was kind of like really terribly reinforced. Like just a little bit later on, we'll get to like how they're supposed to be a pet.
Yeah, and then what happens next? oh, they're like, oh, we're gonna have $1 million or something. It's like, yeah, we're all partners. Let's call Medusa. So they call Medusa again. And,
But this time the show's already over and
yeah,
all that stuff. She's like, I gotta go party. Like, well, there's a party over here and an alien, and if you don't want to come, somebody else is going to come to cause money. I don't know.
she's like, I might show up, but don't hold your breath or something like that. And then that's when they let it watch TV. It was watching. Oh yeah, it was watching. Yeah, it was watching Medusa. Then she stopped, the show ended. They ended up freaking out. And they're trying to find channels for it to like watch. Ends up seeing the alien dude that he recognizes, and then the monster ends up freaking out. And then OD's trying to calm it down, and ends up killing OD, like grabbing his face and just crushing it or whatever. And I can't remember. Does the Sherman shoot him or?
Well, yeah, like he fires his gun, nothing happens. He runs away, goes get his sister again.
He gets his sister, and she's
Yeah,
like, "Where's OD?" And he's like, "He ate him. He's dead."
no, like
Oh.
about that time, like when he runs around to like the foyer, like the cop shows up.
Oh yeah, well yeah, the cop shows up before while OD's getting eaten. Yeah, that's right. The cop shows up, and she's like talking to the cop, and that's when the cop hears the screaming, and then the gunfire. He ends up coming in, seeing what's going on.
He checked the little kid checked a grenade at it too.
Oh yeah, he did. God damn. That kid.
I wish I was more enthusiastic, but I hated this movie. It's so stupid. Man, it took him like an hour and a half to tell this stuff, and I was already way ahead of it. I just had to like wait on the characters to find out what I already knew. I was like, all right, come on, let's go. Time's a ticking. I have one life to live.
So the cop ends up getting eaten. He's like, maybe I killed it with the grenade. And then that's when Medusa arrives.
Hey, you're missing something here.
What am I missing?
So what happens?
The pet owner.
That's right.
Shows up, comes out of the TV.
Luthor.
And he has, for some reason, well, I guess he's wearing a like a full suit with like the dome.
Like an atmosphere protector.
Helmet, yeah. Even though the creature can breathe oxygen, I guess he can't. I don't know. So he's just standing there, and of course he's just talking to the kids, letting them know
what kind of monster it is, like
what it is, and then they're asking whether their parents can be brought back. He's like, well, maybe if I can get it back to my planet alive.
He's like, oh yeah.
And this is when Medusa walks in, thinks that he's the alien, and of course he's still pointing his gun at him, so she assumes he's trying to kill him. So she hits him in the helmet with something, breaks the glass, and his head blows up because of the pressure.
I'm losing. Boom! It
Yeah.
Explodes. She's like, I just came here in the nick of time. And the kid's like, no, don't die. It's like, dude, he's dead. His head's mush.
Yeah. And then the wall breaks open, and I guess this monster has grown in size now.
No, I don't know.
Because it like blows a big hole in the wall.
I think it just like had some kind of thing, like when it opens its mouth, it just like sucks everything like a vacuum, I thought.
Yeah, so we have like 20 minutes of them just standing there trying not to get sucked in to this monster.
And they end up getting sucked in. And then the last shot, you see him, like, the driver of Medusa is asleep in the car. It's like in the morning. Ends up poking him and says, take me to the studio. And fast.
She's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's like pretty much the monster, and the guy's just like not freaking out at all.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, she looks like this when she's drunk.
And then roll credits.
And then the music starts.
You know why we burned through this movie in a half hour? Because it fucking sucks.
What do you think is worse, this or New Year's Evil?
This.
This for
Really?
sure.
Yeah.
This is more cynical than New Year's Evil. New Year's Evil was somebody's idea. That was effort that fell short. That's why that made that so fun to watch at the same time.
All right, what about this or
Who called it like this is like an old 50s thing?
I
Was it
did.
you, Karen?
Yeah.
See, yeah, this was like a fucking half-hour Twilight Zone episode stretched 3 times too long.
Right.
this was a Ed Wood movie?
Oh my god, I'd rather watch him cross-dress.
No, this is all right. If you had to watch a movie out of these two movies, you had to watch them forever. Couldn't watch anything else. This or Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
Wait, what was the question?
You had to watch out of these two movies for the rest of your life. Can't watch anything else. This or Chopping Mall. What would it be?
Shopping Mall, 100%. Shopping Mall's so fun.
I'm gonna have to go with TerraVision to be honest with you guys.
Oh, come on, man.
I like it. I know it's bad, but it's one of those
There's
movies
like
that's bad. It's good.
there's like a check mark box. Like, what movie has a Rambo-gram? Not this one.
Yeah.
Rambo Graham.
Yeah, this
But anyways,
this movie
like,
had nothing. I mean,
There's nothing of value in here. It's just, it's so bland. It's boring.
Diane Franklin is the best part about this movie.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
Oh, just because she's a cutie.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
couldn't keep my eyes off her. I was like, man, she's so pretty.
You know why? Because that dumbass wig they made her wear.
yeah.
Probably,
Her
yeah.
and the OD.
OD. Hey, I like OD. I like what's his real name? Yeah, John.
John Grise.
Yeah. He's an underrated actor. Underrated, I say. Underrated.
Yeah, it was only 83 minutes, but I swear it felt longer than that.
It did. It felt like an hour and a half.
See, when I watched this, I also watched it came with the Video Dead, and I really didn't like the Video Dead.
Oh man, watch that be a masterpiece. God damn it.
Yeah.
Not seen it.
What was that one called? Video of the Dead?
It's called Video Dead.
Video Dead.
Yeah.
I'd have to look into that.
Yeah.
It came because I don't know if like TerraVision comes like by itself. I'm sure like the old like regular DVD, but like with the Blu-ray, it comes with that's what I got. It came with like the Video Dead. And I remember not liking the Video Dead, but I haven't seen the Video Dead in like I think I got this Blu-ray like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
I feel like we should have watched Video Dead.
Video Dead. I mean, there's still a chance we can watch it eventually.
Yeah,
So,
this movie was so bad. I mean, this movie was.
I
It
liked
was-
special effects. I thought special effects were done pretty well.
No, hang on. Special effect. It had one.
Yeah.
It was the monster.
And him like eating the people, I thought was pretty good.
It's fine.
I mean, it wasn't
Like,
the worst.
I mean, this movie was barely even serviceable. Like, wasn't even entertaining.
So you think this is the
opinion.
worst movie we reviewed so far?
Yeah.
Oh man, like it took me like I'm not gonna lie, it took me like 4 tries to watch New Year's Evil, but this one was just like there's nothing, not even anything to make fun of. It was just dull. Almost felt like a grind. Like I was watching it like with my hands in my cheeks like a kid. It's like, oh man.
Like you were forced to watch as punishment.
And everybody in this movie overacted everything.
Hamming it up.
Yeah.
Hamming it up, having a good time.
This is the movie that's gonna get me to the big times.
This is the movie that's gonna make me blow my brains out. Did I say that out loud? That's crazy, guys.
Like whoever directed this just had no clue what they were doing. I mean, there was
Schmitty.
yeah, there was some decent shots in it. Some of the shots kind of reminded me like I think the scene wherever I don't know, I guess the monster kind of comes up behind the kid and it's just the kid's just center framed and it's kind of flat. It kind of reminded me of like a Creep Show a little bit. Even,
Oh,
even some of the lighting, where the grandpa and the kids are going through the room and it's all blue lit, kind of reminded me of like Creep Show, which again harkens back to that 50s serial.
Oh man.
hey, the director of this, he also directed The Dungeon Master. He also directed Savage Island. And he was also part of the sound department for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, well. Thanks for all those chainsaw sounds, pal.
Yeah.
He did the Dungeon Master, or he only did the segment Desert Pursuit, and then he did Savage Island. Oh wait, did he?
I almost didn't think this movie was made in the 80s. I kept thinking this was like a 90s movie, and it was just like a really brainless throwback to like the 80s stuff.
Right.
And I was fucking wrong. It's just like I was saying, like, is this trying to be ironic? Is this trying to,
Is it supposed to be?
Yeah. Is this what its intent is? But I feel like it's not.
Hey, he also did Subspecies. Y'all remember that vampire movie from Full Moon Video?
Yeah.
He directed those movies.
Oof.
Have y'all seen? Have you seen them, Eric?
Yeah.
I saw Species.
No, it's Subspecies.
Yeah, I know. I saw Species.
Subspecies. That's a subspecies. I actually kind of dig Subspecies. What about you, Carrie?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh my god.
So did y'all any trailers y'all saw that looked any good this week?
2. I know you and I discussed it briefly when Carrie hung up on himself, but not horror related. John Wick 3, kind of horror related. Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
potentially Ghostbusters 3.
I did see that Ghostbusters 3 trailer or teaser, or whatever you want to call it.
It's definitely a teaser, but both of those movies have me rock hard.
There's a movie coming out. I had totally forgotten. I heard about
noise
it
again. That noise is killing me.
Yeah, sounds like a drone.
Oh, that was probably me. My bad. I think I hit my laptop.
Oof.
I forgot about. They had talked about this movie like 2 years ago. I think the script was like on the Blood List, which is like the best unproduced or horror scripts coming out or whatever. And it's called Villains. And it stars Bill Skarsgård, the guy who's played Pennywise, the girl from It Follows. It has Jeffrey Donovan, who was in...
Time out.
Yeah.
Okay, that noise is just not stopping. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
My head's kind of pounding.
Y'all still hear it?
I don't hear it now. I definitely hear it when you're talking, though.
When I'm talking?
Yeah.
You hear it now?
Like I'm wearing like a wraparound headset, so there's nothing that I can hear ever, just what's coming through the speakers, and it's just like... I'm
still
just
here?
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't hear it now, but no.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's probably me. I have a nervous habit of hitting stuff.
Put some gloves on.
Kid mittens.
It has Jeffrey Donovan from Burn Notice and Kira Sedgwick, who I don't know what she was in. She was in a TV show. I can't remember what else she's been in, but it's about these pair of amateur criminals break into a suburban home. They stumble upon a dark secret that two sadistic homeowners will do anything to keep getting out.
The sadistic homos.
So it's what is it? Just like that other movie where those people break into that house.
Which movie?
The
There's been a lot of movies.
Breathe.
People break into.
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe.
Oh, I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Where they break into the house and find out this guy's got a secret.
Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, there's a twist or something. Apparently, like instead of like the homeowners being, from what I read, like being like just straight up mean and sadistic, they're nice, while being evil. You know what I mean? Like it's a comedy. It's a comedy drama thriller. Apparently,
Man,
It's like a
musical.
Neil.
Is it gonna be a
It's like
musical
a.
too?
It's like a Neil Breen movie. It's just everything.
Yeah.
let's see the directors. They look familiar. Let me see what they've done. They did the body, or they did Body, whatever that movie is. And the Stakeland 3 or 2. I mean,
Steakland,
yeah.
like Quaker steak. Like, what are we talking?
Stakeland's a vampire movie. Have y'all not seen the first one?
Oh,
No.
okay.
Um, yeah, I think I've only seen the first Stakeland. I've never seen the second one. But apparently, Villains got produced. It's I think Screen Gems or something's producing it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say I know that I know Eric before had put a request out that Tom Cruise do another Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And I guess Tom Cruise listens to the show because there's actually 2 more coming out.
Yes. Fucking put it in my butt.
2020 and 2021 is when they'll be coming out.
Oh, I can't wait.
So thanks, Tom Cruise, for listening to the show.
Like-
Tom Cruise.
Like, give him shit all you want, but you gotta watch it. The action is superb.
Well, I like the. I haven't seen the newest one yet, but I've liked all the past Mission Impossible films.
They've gotten
never
increasingly
seen
better.
I mean, the
Mission
first
Impossible.
one had less action, but it was more of a
Like an espionage film.
yeah, and it was really good.
I've never seen
The second
Any
one's
of
kind of
Mission-
iffy.
Mission Impossible movies, but I did play the Mission Impossible game on 64, which I really liked. Y'all remember that game?
I don't know if I ever played the Mission Impossible game on this 64 or not.
It was really
Yeah.
fun. It was really fun. I don't think I ever beat it though.
Because it's a Mission Impossible. You
Yeah.
can't.
No, because there's like this one mission that was like, out of all the missions I had played, it was like the most fun because you had like to poison somebody, then you had to dress up like you were pretending to be them. It was just an awesome mission. Yeah.
Just Hitman.
Yeah. Like you poison this guy's drink, he ends up running to the bathroom. You gotta like follow him. It's like some big party. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Turns out you were just playing Hitman. Just described exactly what you do.
I actually started Resident Evil 7 last night.
Oh yeah. My nephew played that game. He loved it. He played it in VR too.
It gave me anxiety
That's
because it's so dark. I don't know if it's my TV or it's supposed to be that dark. And then like I guess in the game you're trying to look for your wife and you end up finding her and she ends up like turning it into some kind of like evil thing. And I don't know if this is supposed to happen in the game where I just like messed up bad, but she like chainsawed my arm off and I'm still alive.
Oh, is it like permanently gone?
Yeah, I tried to heal myself and it's still gone.
Yeah, you might want to start that one over.
Yeah.
Gotta put the herb in my like little nub.
Yeah.
Doesn't grow back. Ah, jeez. Well, Resident Evil 2 remake got they farted out a demo on PlayStation and Xbox. It's a 30 minutes demo, so you can just like have fun and stuff.
Oh, I'm ready for that. That was one of
also-
my favorite games.
I don't know if it's a playable demo, but they showed a lot of footage from the new Mortal Kombat. A lot of the other the fatalities and the way they're doing the X-ray thing on this one.
No, I think it was just a preview. Because that game's not gonna come out till like this holiday
All right.
at best.
I'm still
Well,
playing Red Dead 2.
You still playing what?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, do you like it?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's really good.
There's a
The
lot.
storyline is like makes
It's
it worth
Rockstar.
it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like turning the cinematic camera on as you're riding to your next mission and just listen to the fucking
Music.
the characters talk. I mean,
No.
yeah.
Oh, did you finally get it, Eric?
No, I said I'll get to it. Sorry
Oh.
for piquing everybody's interest there. So.
And I keep trying Fallout 76, but I'm not really happy with it. but
It's
I really,
not good.
like, I just
It's
want to
not.
load it up one day and like maybe they fixed it. So I just keep trying it, and I'm just like,
Nope. Only
it's
thing they fixed is my
horrible.
fucking internet bill. Thanks, Bethesda.
Speaking of like horror related, I've been reading. I just got the second issue of the Batman Who Laughs, and it's pretty brutal. It's like pretty much if the Joker's toxin got into Batman, and he pretty much is Batman and Joker at the same time. It's like a different Batman
Huh.
from a different universe,
Right.
and he ends up, and he also has another Batman with him. It's pretty much the Punisher Batman, the Batman that like kills people with guns and bombs and stuff like that. And the original Batman's like trying to get rid of him, but you can't fight someone who knows your every move. It's pretty brutal. It's really good so far.
In a world where everybody's Batman.
Everybody's Batman. See, the Batman Who Laughs came out when they had that what's that stuff? What is it? Like Dark Knight Metal,
Yeah.
or like the dark multiverse opened up, and there's like all these evil Batmans. Like if Batman had like the Speed Force, if Batman had the Green Lantern's powers, if Batman had Doomsday's powers, it's pretty
It
crazy.
sounds like an 8-year-old wrote it on recess. What
It's,
if Batman was like, Green Lantern?
It's what's his name? Scott Snyder. Apparently, like I never read his Batman run, but people say it's like he did the best Batman run so far, or in the recent years. I mean,
What if Batman goes over to Hal Jordan's house and Hal Jordan's taking a shower and Batman puts on the ring?
yeah. What if Batman was the Ring? What if Batman was the Ring? Yeah, y'all should try to give a chance if you like horror stuff and Batman. You should check it out.
Yeah.
And then
So-
watch.
Not watch TerrorVision, and I'm never watching TerrorVision again.
Oh, no thanks.
What
Actually,
if I was dying? What if I was dying? I was like, my last wish, we all watch TerrorVision together.
Sorry, not doing it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring it up on my Amazon Video app again and flag it for pornography, so nobody
Yeah.
can watch it.
I'm definitely got to go on a review and give it a bad review.
He's right, the director. It's like, I'm glad that you're not making movies anymore. I don't know if he is or not, but it's just like, I hope you're not making
I'm sure he
movies anymore.
is.
He's making those commercials for Gillette.
Yeah.
So everybody hates him. First he did TerrorVision, then he did a Gillette commercial. I'm so offended.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and end this horrible episode. Hopefully, if it doesn't show up, then we know why. But
Wait. More like terrible vision.
yeah.
I'm never picking a movie again.
Good.
He's so hurt.
Yeah.
After this, I'm gonna fucking like cry while I drink a beer in the shower.
Is it gonna be a Heineken?
No, it's gonna be a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
You hipster.
It's a girlfriend's beer. She left it here, so I guess it's mine now.
Okay.
Or a Dos Equis. I think we have a Dos Equis in there too. I'll drink both of them and
Let's
cry.
not give away too many free sponsorships here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, thanks for listening. Make sure you hit us up on our Patreon page, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Thank you, Tom Cruise, once again for listening and making more of Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Tom Cruise, definitely. If you're listening to this episode, I encourage you to go buy one of our T-shirts and then wear it in one of the Mission Impossible films. That would be awesome.
Yes, thank you everybody for listening to us. I hope you liked this episode. Just give the movie a chance. Don't listen to Carrie and Eric. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. This movie's okay.
And if you didn't like this episode, how can they reach you on Twitter, Billy?
They can reach me at Bath Salt Wizard.
It's still funny.
Yeah, all your complaints about this episode can go there.
Yeah. Or, if you love it, just tell me. And,
Yeah. All right, then I guess we'll do this again next week.
All right.